Hi YouTube subscribers, it's been a long time and I promised somebody a long time ago that I was going to make a bobbin winding video with the Singer Industrial 400 W21 machine. I'm here. And I never did it because my sewing room and we get along, but we're not together very often. So there's work and responsibilities that get in the way of my ability to stay in this room where I'd like to spend all day. That being said, let me get right to it, and if I can, without, as everyone probably knows by now, without professional equipment and only an iPhone, let me see if I can show you how to wind the bobbin on this. Okay, so I have the only thread I've been using since I got this machine, a real heavy-duty industrial, heavyweight thread. I have it on the holder. And then I have it up over the hook just the same way as if I was threading the machine, except I'm not going near the machine really. I'm just going to access the bobbin winder, which is on your front side of the machine, front to back, but most of it is right here. All right. Okay, so I have my thread down. Now, if you look at the piece in the back that has the tension disc on it, a tension disc, a spring, is a little plate with a hole on top of it. And let me see if I can get that. Let me see if I can get down. Oh, excuse the wreck in this room. All right, where is it? There it is. Okay. But if you can see it, there is a hole right on top of it. It's right about here. But you'll see it on your own. You've got to get the thread down through that hole. All right, and after you get it down through the hole, which I'll do in a second, you just have to take it from that hole and bring it right through the seam of the tension disc. Go right around it. So let me do that now in case you can't see it once I get there. All right. Oh boy, talk about non-professional. Jeez. Wish I knew a better way to do this. Okay, so I'm taking my thread. It's way too long. And I'm going to take the end and put it down into that hole on top of that little plate. You'll see it and you can't miss it. Okay. So it goes right down into the hole. My thread is super long. And then goes right around that tension disc, right in the seam. I'm just going like right around. It just wraps around the seam. Okay. And then comes back up again. And you bring the thread towards the front. All right, so that's all I did. I put it down into the hole. I put it around the tension disc and I'm bringing it back up front. In the meantime, you take your bobbin, or in my case, almost empty bobbin, and then there's a spindle that comes out right here. It's a silver spindle. Right there. Here's the front of the machine. Okay, there's the spindle. You're just going to pop it onto there. Right, so I'm just taking it. It doesn't matter which side, they're both the same. And I'm just going to pop it on. You'll hear a tiny click. Barely even heard it. But if it's on all the way, you're not going to be able to take it off without force. Okay, so, I'm going to pull it off and then just pop. I heard a bigger click that time. Now you take your thread, you pick your thread up, so it's already around the tension disc in the back. You pick your thread up, and now you just wrap it around to start it off with. You just wrap it around from the top. Like you take it and lay it on top and then wrap it around from the front to the back, so it's like an overhand. So do that at least, I don't know, I like to do it at least 5 or 6 times so that I know it's going to catch once the machine starts going. At this point, I'm going to turn the machine on. I'm still scared to death of it, but I'm getting better. All right, so I'm going to turn this machine on. God, I love this machine. Honestly, I like it better than some of the modern ones I have. Okay, so on. And I always see the draw of power in my room. Even though I guess it's 110. Okay. So, the other part of this is that once you do that, you got everything set up, I'm going to take, oops, I already did it. You're going to take this lever, again, me and my non-professional vernacular when it comes to sewing. Just press it in, and that's going to push this wheel, this one, against the belt. So now, even though the machine is still going to run at its normal spot, and I guess the needle will go up and down, it's still going to do this as well. So they tell you that you can actually wind a bobbin while the machine is stitching. It's like, and I think to myself at how pretty much tentative and afraid I am of this machine. I can imagine trying to do that while it's stitching. I don't, unless you have two people on the machine. Okay, anyway. So now you've pushed the lever down. Everything is set to go. And yeah, that looks like it. I'm going to make sure that it's a little more taut there. Okay. And then you step on your pedal. And in my case, the first time I did it, I prayed a little. I'm not a real religious girl, but I said, oh, please don't let anything go wrong. So, just step on the pedal. Oops, get my hand out of the way. And it will start to wind it. And it's supposed to stop automatically. Don't go too fast. And I'm just going to stop it right here. Okay, I'm going to pretend that I filled the bobbin all the way. Cut it. I'm going to pull this lever back again. Now it's away from the belt, so it's not pushing on the belt anymore. And with some force, pull it off. And there's your bobbin. And then thread the machine again, which in my case I might have to look at my video yet again. And remember that when you're putting your bobbin in the little bobbin case, remember to use a number 9 shape when you first put it in. And it's actually, yeah, you end up with it on, oh gosh, you end up with it on the other side. Once you clip it around the bobbin case, it ends up hanging the opposite way, like this way. Letter P style, but you start that way. I guess that's it. Oh, I've done a lot of sewing this week. For about 5 minutes, I thought of selling this a couple of months back, or maybe even more than that. I thought of selling it, and every time I use it, I say, oh gosh, never. Couldn't do it. Love, love, love. So, that's it. I hope this helped. And then I can just show real quick my latest project. I mean, you can never do this, I don't think, with a regular machine, but I had to sew on these shoes were like brand new, but the elastic had just stretched out and I couldn't use it anymore. So I opened up the seam here. It's canvas, it's got like plastic behind it, it's got a buckle, and I opened it up. I got new elastic I actually had lying around, and I created a new strap, and it went right through it like nothing. I mean, like it was butter, just went right through it. Okay, 8 minutes, 15 seconds. I think that's long enough. Sorry, I tend to ramble. Me and my non-professional, or is it unprofessional videos. Okay, bye, happy sewing.